What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Pisces sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of February 19th and March 20th, then you are a Pisces sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a new moon spread. That's right, the new moon is coming through in Scorpio this month. It's going to be on November 18th. It's a Saturday, and the new moon brings new opportunities for manifestation and creation, and it's just to start new things in your life. And I wanted to do a spread that's going to help you to understand which direction to go this new moon. And so that's what this spread is about. Today we're going to be using the Tarot Mucha. I love this deck. It's very cool. It's got a nice art style, and we're going to be asking the tarot cards the question: what are the energies surrounding Pisces sun signs this new moon? I just want you guys to remember that this is a general overall reading, so not everything's going to apply to everybody. But if you want a specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. There's a link in the description below, and we can do a more personalized reading for you if that's what you would like. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. And please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question: what are the energies surrounding Pisces sun signs this new moon? Alright, that ought to do it. I like to shuffle. Okay, I gotta make sure they're all shuffled up. Alright, and we're gonna deal out 5 cards. Very good. And while we're at it, we're going to consult the Nature's Whispers Oracle, and we're going to ask it what message Pisces sun signs need to know this new moon on November 18th, on or around November 18th. The new moon energy kind of extends a few weeks, so you have plenty of time to get your act together. All right. Message for Pisces this new moon. And we will take a look at this card at the end of the reading. We'll just set it aside for now. Alright, we're going to take a look at this spread now. First, we're going to look at this card. And this card represents where you're at in your life at the moment. And we've got the Page of Swords. Give me a moment with this card. Alright, I'm getting the feeling, Pisces sun sign friends, that this Page of Swords here is kind of representing a person who is kind of willing to communicate, yes, willing to express themselves, but not really 100% experienced in how to do so. Not really totally on board with how they want to communicate. Maybe you've been feeling like you want to express yourself, but you're not sure how, or if you are expressing yourself, it's not coming across exactly how you'd want it to other people. And remember, this is a general reading. It doesn't apply to everyone, but that's just the feeling I'm getting for Pisces, is that right now you're feeling communicative, you're feeling expressive, but there's an aspect of it that's just not going quite according to plan. It's not going perfectly for you. So that's something to consider right now, like where you're at and what you're trying to accomplish. So let's go to this next card. And this card represents what is blocking your growth. And it's something that you probably need to leave behind. Excuse me, soda light, thank you. We've got the Two of Wands. Alright, I'm getting the sense here that what's blocking your growth is... how do I put this delicately? What's blocking your growth is kind of a focus on the future. And not really being in the present enough. Kind of worrying about things and how things are going to go and what you need to do. And, just basically putting your consciousness into the future and not really spending enough time in the present moment, making the present moment the best you possibly can, but rather focusing on what's yet to come, and maybe even like worrying about what's yet to come a little bit too much, and just not really being focused on the now. And I think that's something that you can leave behind a little bit. Realize that the future will take care of itself as long as you're making the present moment the best you possibly can. So really, you only have control over the present. And the funny thing is like you want control over the future, but the only way to do that is to focus on the present, because that's the only control you have. Does that make sense? All right. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by, just kind of doting and dwelling on the future and how things are going to go, and worrying about, how things are going to come to you. Just make the most of now, and I think you'll do a lot better. Okay. All right, so this card, probably the most important, is what intentions to set at the time of this new moon for growth. What the intention you need to set is, we've got the Eight of Wands, another wand card. And I think the intention that you need to set right now is for things to get into motion. When I say things, I mean you, right? I mean you to put work in, to put energy in, to get things underway, to put, you have these goals, right? And we all know that goals aren't going to be accomplished unless you put them into motion, unless you put something into motion, energy into motion. So this is going to require you to set the intention to move forward and to put in work. But also, part of intention setting is asking the universe to help you. And I think that's another thing that this card is trying to explain, is that when you set your intentions to this new moon, also set the intentions for the universe, and tell the universe that you want change, you want movement, you want things to start progressing. You're doting on kind of the future, but I think setting the intention for that future to come quicker is going to help you a lot. So as far as intention setting goes this new moon, definitely focus on movement, forward progress, and really getting that ball rolling and getting change enacted, so that you're not feeling stagnant, and you're not when there's change happening, you're you're forced to focus on the present, because if you don't, there's just no time to focus on the past or the future, because things are happening so quickly. So I think that'll help you a lot to get out of the future thinking and to get more grounded in the present. So that's going to be a great intention for you to set this new moon, is moving forward, getting things going, things moving in motion. All right, this card here represents knowledge that is needed to aid your intentions. What you need to know that's going to help you to bring about this change. Oh my, we've got the Devil card. I get the feeling some of you possibly are addicted to future thinking. And this could also be past thinking as well. What I'm getting from this is addiction to not focusing on the present, addiction to thinking about the past and dwelling on the past, and worrying about how the past is affecting me, or like I said, about the future and worrying about the future and things that haven't happened yet. So I get the feeling that in order to make the most of this new moon, you're gonna have to kind of get rid of those addictions, that addiction to the way of thinking, that addiction to not living in the present moment. And it's so it is addictive, right? So when you think of the past, there's all these happy memories, and you get kind of God, what's the word? It's like reminiscing, but not. You get kind of nostalgic. Yes, thank you. It's in my brain somewhere. I just got to pull it out. You get nostalgic, and you kind of dwell on the happy memories, and you think of the past, and you think of the negative memories, and you get kind of addicted to those too, and you get kind of feel pity for yourself, right? And that's addicting as well. Or you're just always thinking about the future, and you don't even realize you're doing it most of the time, and that's addictive as well. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, in order to enact change this new moon, you're gonna have to start living more in the present. You're gonna have to get rid of those addictions. You're gonna have to realize that the addictions to living in the future or living in the past are not serving you. They're not helping you. They may feel good even sometimes, but they're not beneficial to you, because they're taking you out of the only thing that matters, which is the present. All right, this last card represents what positive energy will emerge this new moon phase, and we've got the Strength card. Beautiful to see this card. We got Major Arcana here, and I think this is going to be a big growing experience for you, Pisces friends. I think this new moon is going to make you stronger. It's going to give you a foundation of confidence that you can build on is basically what I'm getting from this card. And I think that's definitely something that you should strive for, but you don't need to strive for it. As long as you do what you have to do, this will come to you, and you're going to build strength whether you realize it or not. But it will take you it will take a concerted effort by you to get out of the future, get out of the past, and get into the present moment. So I see good things happening for you this new moon. I see you wanting to express yourself, and maybe even your thoughts. Now that we see all these cards together, I think the page here is talking about your thoughts. And yes, I said about communication earlier, and that's probably true for some of you, but definitely as well as your thoughts, maybe about yourself or about your goals or where you're trying to go. They're a little bit immature right now, and we need to bring more knowledge to this. And the knowledge is going to come in the form of living more in the present moment. And if you live more in the present moment, you're going to be able to put more action in. And that's what we need to set the intent for this new moon, Pisces friends, is forward movement towards your goals. But by movement, I mean energy. It's time to do the actions required to bring your goals about. If you don't know what those are, maybe this is a good time to set the intent that those become known to you. What actions do you need to take to really get things in motion, to move towards your goals at a faster rate? And that's going to be the theme of this new moon. And if you can release your addictions to living in the past or the future, then you're going to grow stronger as a result. And you're going to gain some strength this new moon, okay? All right, so let's check out the Nature's Whispers Oracle. We asked it what message it had for Pisces sun signs this new moon phase. And we've got clear endeavor. Aha. I think what this card is saying is that in order to enact in order to put in energy towards what you want, in order to speed things up, you have to be clear about what you want. And I think that's probably one of the bigger messages for you this month is in order to move forward, in order to get out of the past and out of the present, you have to have a clear idea of what it is you want. And yes, that is a little bit of future thinking, but that's not dwelling in the future. That's setting an intention. That's visualizing. That's once you visualize and once you set that intention, you don't need to think about it anymore. Now you need to focus your attention to the present. So definitely set an intention. And once you have that intention, once you know what you want to accomplish this month, it's going to be a lot easier to see the path forward. And Spirit's going to show you that path forward. And if you can set the right intentions this new moon, I think you're going to move towards it and take some big steps towards it this month, okay? Pisces friends, so that is the reading for this new moon. It's going to be an interesting one, but I see a strength of character coming for you this new moon. Remember, this was a general overall reading, and if you want a specific reading tailored just for you, head on over to my Etsy shop. Link in the description below. Just click on that, and I have a bunch of readings and crystals if you like crystals. And so go check that out if you would. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. It lets me know that you enjoyed it and got something out of it, so I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear how these readings affected you. And if you enjoyed this reading a lot, please consider subscribing. I release these Taroscope type videos bi-monthly, and I also do weekly readings and deck reviews and spreads. Oh man, if you love tarot, then I suggest, well, I'm unreliable, but I suggest you subscribe. I mean, I'm biased, but I suggest you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all these videos. All right, Pisces friends, it's going to be a great new moon opportunity for you. Set that intention to move forward, get out of the past, get out of the future, and stay in the present moment. All right, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Have a great month. Happy taroting. Peace.